Hello, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, and today we will be talking about how I started my Amazon FBA business in Germany, and I will take you through every single step that is important when you want to start in the European Union. Let's just jump right into it. I started my Amazon FBA business last year, and I watched a lot of YouTube videos and free tutorials on the topic, and until this day I did not pay for content on Amazon FBA and how to start a business. Now this is great and all, however I did miss some important steps that American tutorials do not cover because Europe works differently and there are different regulations and different things that you need to consider. So I will also talk about those. So I also want to remind you that seeking an expert opinion and support in some of these topics is very important. Do not go on my word alone. First of all, I created an Amazon sellers account just to find out that I really needed to have a fully registered business before I could take it any further. So first thing you need to do is you need to go to register your business. So choose your legal form. There's a lot of free resources online that can allow you to choose or can help you choosing your legal form, the legal form that is most appropriate for your situation. Register with the finance department in order to get your tax ID, and also apply for an EORI number in order to be able to import goods into European Union and into Germany. In order to apply for this number, you already need to have your company registered and everything. However, this can take a few months, so it's good that you start this process before starting anything else, basically. As you do this, you need to figure out what will you sell, right? What will be your first product. So the software that I recommend for product research is Helium 10. I tried also Jungle Scout, but Jungle Scout unfortunately does not have a lot of information on the European market. So Helium 10 really is a better choice in my humble opinion, and you can find a lot of tutorials on how to use it, how to do product research, how to do keyword research in order to really settle for your perfect product. So you found the product. Amazing, this will be your first product. Hopefully it will make you a lot of money. Next, you need to think about how can you differentiate it? How can you market it better? How can it be that you will stand out from the competition? So you need to think not only how good of a product this is, but also how special can you make it by adding your own business idea, if it makes sense, your own touch to it. Next, you go to Alibaba.com to source it. So you go there, you look for products or you look for suppliers that will give you the product. You should create a list of questions. You can also Google which questions you should ask your suppliers, and you send them the list of questions. Talk to several suppliers, see which ones actually you can communicate with. So if you send them a list of 10 questions, they only answer two, then you'll maybe have a hard time communicating and getting that communication flowing well. And ask for samples. So after that first filter of communication, you can ask for samples from 2 or 3 suppliers. They will ship to you the original standard product, and then you will receive and you can compare quality and which one you like the most. After that, if you have an idea for customization, so how can you make your product more unique, you ask them to produce that customized sample, and they send it back to you. And if it's good, then you're ready to start production, which is awesome and very, very exciting. At this point, you should ask for them to draft a trade assurance order, and a trade assurance order is an order that is insured by Alibaba. Actually, then the whole process is done inside Alibaba, which is very convenient and also safer. And it is also not uncommon that you as a buyer ask to pay 30% up front. So as soon as you commit to this, you pay 30%, they start production, and before shipping you pay the other 70%. This helps you in cash flow, just makes more sense overall if it's a bigger order, if you're paying a few thousand euros already. Do not forget about your packaging though. So you have your product, amazing. Where will it be sent? You need to think about your packaging too, and you can source it either locally or you can also source it from China or whatever your supplier is from. So what I do currently is I have one supplier for packaging, one supplier for the product. I have the supplier for packaging ship the packaging to the supplier and they assemble it all together. However, in the first orders I did have it sent to me and I assembled it myself because I really wanted to see every single product and I wanted to understand what was the percentage of product that was faulty, so that I could really be into and understand complaints and so on. Good, so then you have your product, it is being produced. In the meantime, you have stuff to do here. At this point, you can create your Amazon seller account. You will have all of the documents that they will require. They do require a lot of documents. You need to upload a lot of stuff into Amazon seller for you to start selling. So once your account is approved, you can create your first listing for your product. And there are two things I would say that are important and that you need to create when you're creating a listing. First is to create images. So you can use the sample that you have already to take images, and then to create your listing description, so the text that is in the listing that will make people buy your product. I take my own photos with my non-professional camera. I have a Canon G7X Mark II, and I have this little studio. I will show you now. It looks a little bit different. Also my current shooting studio. But yeah, basically, because it is so white and bright and it has white lights, it allows me to create those images that Amazon requires, which are the all white infinity images. And then I hire a freelancer on Upwork to edit them to make them really, really perfect and look professional and erase any signs that it is not a professional picture, basically. And then create your listing. How do you create your listing? You can use the keyword research tool from Helium 10, and basically what you need to identify are your main competitors, so the competitors that are, oh my god, I'm crooked. The competitors that are ranking for the keywords that you want to rank for. You input everything on Helium 10, and Helium 10 will give you the top keywords that they rank for organically and the keywords that they pay for, and also some other list of keywords. In any case, then you should create a copy for your listing, and if you can then in the end sprinkle some of those keywords. Just make sure they are there, insert them naturally into your listing, into your marketing copy. So just to be clear, a listing is a marketing copy that has to include keywords, not a bunch of keywords just put together to not make sense, because Amazon really cares about conversion rate. So it really cares about what humans do once they read your listing. So it has to be written for humans, if that makes any sense. Okay, so you have your listing and the product by now should be about to be shipped to you. If you are based in Germany, I do not know about other countries, but in Germany, and I would guess other countries of the European Union, because the goods are yours, you paid for them, you have to be the one to organize the shipping. This is very, very important, because then you need to pay import tax. So what you can do is use a freight forward. I use freightos.com, and you just go there, you input all of the measurements of the boxes that you are shipping in. So you can ask your supplier these details, so how many boxes, what are their measurements, and how much each one of them weighs. And then what it does, it gives you a list of options for you to ship the goods into Europe very conveniently into your doorstep. It's really, really awesome. Once you get a little bit more advanced, you can also have it shipping directly to Amazon FBA, of course, but I'm assuming you're starting, so I'm assuming you want to see for yourself your first products, right? So ship it to yourself first would be my advice. Once everything is in your possession or on Amazon FBA's possession, so even if it's in your possession, you should send it to Amazon FBA by creating a shipment on your Amazon sellers account, then you are ready to launch, basically. But your new listing will be on page 17 because Amazon has no data on it. It doesn't know how to treat it. It doesn't know data on conversion rate. You didn't sell anything, so you need to start some ads, and Amazon PPC is a pretty amazing tool for that. So basically you select which keywords you want to bid for and how much you want to pay for each click. You just start, and then your listing will magically appear on position 1 or 2, or it will appear on the first page, and you will start to sell, hopefully, if you did a good job. And from then on, your only job, I would say, is to make sure that you have always stock, because you do not want to run out of stock. If you run out of stock, you're not selling, you run out of business, right? And that you write invoices. Now, Amazon FBA, Amazon Seller Central has an invoices tool, so they can write the invoices for you. But if you're starting out, and if you are in Germany a Kleinunternehmen, so you are a small company, you can benefit from not having to pay VAT in the first year or until you reach the threshold for being a small company as they define it. And that's very, very good, because that helps your margin as you're starting out. And if you do not pay VAT, you cannot use their tool. So if you cannot use their tool, you have to write your own invoices. I'm still doing this, and I use Wave app. I will also link it down below. I will link everything I'm talking about down below. And it's really, really easy, and it's free, and I just create the invoices for each sale and I upload it in there. Yes, it is a bit manual, but for now it is fine. It works just fine. As soon as we can, we will start working with the automated tool from Amazon Seller Central, which will be amazing. And that's it. You need to make sure that you pay your taxes. Get an accountant and talk to them at least a few times a year to make sure you're doing everything right. And also, as you reach different stages in your business and you want to try new stuff, talk to accountants always, or tax lawyers. And repeat this process to multiply the income as you add more products, you know. As you add one more product, you double your revenue. As you add one more, you triple it, and so on and so forth. Now, please be aware, there's a risk, because all of your income is on the hands of Amazon. If Amazon by any chance freezes your listing for a day, or closes your account, or there's a new competitor coming in, you're out of business. So you really need to diversify. If it's in fact a good product, you can also you can also sell it in other channels. You can have your own website, you can have social media accounts, you can move stock in other ways in order to diversify your revenue and your business. So these are the main steps, very, very summarized, I would say. If you have any other questions, if you want to know specifically about how to reach out to suppliers on Alibaba.com, or how to take pictures with this funny situation I have in front of me, then just leave a comment down below and I will answer them or make a video addressing them. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful in any way, and we see us in 3 days for another one.